Shalom, shalom. The 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostle nails of great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brother that preaching truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh have mercy upon you. Alright, y'all. I've seen this video here been floating around. Seen a couple of content creators do this. Respond to this here. And he told the name the guy here, the Journey 247. I think he's on Facebook. No, he's on YouTube. I'm not blocking my ex. He told his girlfriend to block her ex, and she said this. I'm just reading what I see. Okay, let's get into it, y'all. This is not gonna be a long video here. I'm gonna try to keep it down, keep the minimum about 20 minutes or so. So let's get into it.
No, I'm not doing that, babe. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
What you mean? Why would I want? I don't want to do that.
You just gave me reasons. Listen.
But listen, you gotta think about it. We had history, right? And if I block him, he's gonna be like upset. He's gonna be worried and wonder where I've been at, what I've been doing.
Oh my gosh! Why the fuck are you worried about what he's gonna be worried about?
What you mean? That's my ex.
So what?
If it's my ex, why wouldn't I be worried? Of course, I still care. I don't care.
Hey, y'all. I mean, this video just irked the hell out of me just even listening to. Do men really fall for this type of shit here, man? I mean, you can see the guilt all over her face, man. Do y'all really fall for allow women to treat you like this here, man? Do y'all really fall for this shit? I want to know. Do men really truly fall for this here?
About him, you get what I'm saying?
Are you okay?
Babe.
Listen, if you're not gonna block him, I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you. Cause why would you even respond to a message that? First of all,
I just don't feel like I should. We're grown enough to not we don't have to block each other's exes. That's corny to me.
Listen.
You know what that mean right there? What she just said. Nah, I can't block him. You know, I've been screwing him before I start screwing you. You know, and I ain't gonna stop screwing him. So, you know, whether you leave or not, I'm still gonna be screwing him. That's all she's saying. That's all she's saying. I mean, I don't know. He's doing a little too much talking. I wouldn't be talking. You know what? I just thought of a good precept too. Actually, 2 or 3 of them. I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna do some wise sayings tonight, y'all. I'm not gonna do too many precepts on women this and that this and that. But let me quote one off the head, which is Proverbs 30:20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. This is what she's trying to do. She's acting as though what she's saying, that she's not being wicked.
I never said that from the jump. You gave me a reason to make him want to get blocked.
Okay, I'm not going to block him though, even if you say it.
So you're texting him though.
I don't care. I'm not blocking him. I'm sorry, because I don't want him to be worried, trying to figure out where I've been at, what I've been at. I still want him to see it. Matter of fact, it's not like that. I want him to see us. I want him to see how I got me a good nigga. I got me
you about to lose a good nigga.
A child, man. That's what she is, man. That's what y'all women be. Y'all really be thinking men be falling for this shit here, man. Let me run it back a little bit. Just look at her whole demeanor and the way she responded. She responded like we playing in the damn sand or something. And he's saying, why you playing with her? You probably playing with me. Just some just so dumb. Listen to this. Oh man, I want to say this is a skit. This is not a skit. This is no goddamn skit. This is the truth.
Because I don't want him to be worried, trying to figure out where I've been at, what I've been at. I still want him to see it. Matter of fact, it's not like that. I want him to see us. I want him to see how I got me a good nigga. I got me
In other words, she's still stuck on him. He don't want her. He with somebody else. But whenever he want to hit, he can hit. That's all she's saying. That's all she's saying.
You about to lose a good nigga. That's what you about to do.
I'm not losing no nigga first off. I'm not losing no nigga, so don't say that. Don't even wish that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you can't block him right now, I'm gonna have to go drop you off on me.
I'm not blocking him. I'm not blocking him. All right,
cool.
Ooh, look at all that meaning, y'all. Look at all that attitude. I'm not blocking him. I don't care what you say. You too much talking. He did a little too much talking, buddy. But that response right there, that head, that leaning back.
I don't care, so I don't know what you about to do because I'm not blocking him. I don't care. I love you, and I don't love him anymore, and I'm not blocking him. Like, what's the point? What is it?
What is the point of you keeping him?
That doesn't mean he's not going to still.
You want him to still text you and stuff and see your stuff for what?
I don't want him to text you, bro. Like, now you're about to get me mad, bro.
I'm getting you mad.
Yes, because I never told you to block your ex. Like,
right, because I'm not texting my fucking ex.
It don't matter.
I'm not responding to her messages or stories like that.
I'm not blocking.
I don't care if you just said thank you.
I don't care. He needs to still see what the fuck I got going on. He needs to see how he lost.
Why? Why you gotta see what you got going on? Because you still want that man. You still want him. That's all that is. He needs to see what I got. But all that it just really just, you know, she just sounds so dumb, man. I mean, y'all do y'all be hearing yourselves, man? Yeah, y'all be hearing yourselves, but you don't know how truly dumb you be sounding when you be making statements. I mean, just talking and clapping your hands and rolling your head and bucking your eyes. Y'all be sounding dumb as hell, man. I don't know why men put up with this here, man. Hey, I have no problem walking off. I won't give a damn who it is. I have no problem walking off. Why go through this?
I saw a bad bitch. What you talking about?
You're responding thank you with a heart for what?
What you mean?
What are you responding for? That's your ex.
Okay, I won't respond anymore, but I'm not blocking him.
No, if you can't block him, then we're done. I'm telling you.
I'm not blocking him.
Okay, well, all right, so we're done. I'm going to take you home. I'm going to take you home. Yeah, of course. I'm going to take you home, and you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do with your ex, right?
All right, this is why I'm definitely not blocking him. Because if you want to break up with me just because of that, I'm not blocking him.
I'm not going to argue no more. You already showed me your true colors. You a big-ass red flag.
Like, you're weird as hell.
Anybody else would say the same shit.
It don't matter, bro. I'm not blocking him. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, all right.
He's not bothering you. He didn't text you. Like,
he texted you, and he said thank you.
Huh? Big old red flag. Red flag, nigga. That's a kick off a cliff. That's a red flag. Do y'all really be falling for stuff like this here, man? I got one more video up here, y'all. Y'all listen to, right? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand that there. You know. But I can really say, you know, that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, even before this truth, that I have not and never will allow a woman to misuse and treat me, no matter what the consequences is, no matter what it is. Men, you ever heard the saying, men value peace more than anything? That's the truth. A real man, according to what a man version of a real man is, not the version of a real man according to a woman's version of a real man. Here go another one right here, y'all. Listen to this here.
Man, what you doing? White man, get ready. We're going out on a date. You can tell a nigga, yeah, it's my son's birthday today. We're going to go out, do X, Y, and Z. Oh, tell him.
I should have read the little thing first. Dating white men versus dating ninjas. Okay? That's what this is. Let's start it over. It's real short. It's fairly short.
What you doing? White man, get ready. We're going out on a date. You can tell a nigga, yeah, it's my son's birthday today. We're going to go out, do X, Y, and Z. Oh, tell little man I said happy birthday. How old is he turning? That's what's up.
Right.
White man, here go $100. Tell him I said happy birthday. Tell a nigga, man, I had a rough day. I don't know. I'm stressed out right now. These bills is kicking my ass. Damn, me too, man. Right. Me too. I just had to donate some plasma. White man, let me lighten your load a little bit. Make things easier for you. Black man, what you up to tonight? Oh, you and your homegirls going out? Okay, that's what's up. Well, hit me up.
Right.
White man, get around on me. Something to eat too. Black man, I don't pay for hair and nails and none of that. You know, shit, I barely even pay for dates. Pull up on me.
Right.
White man, get your hair done. Black man.
All right, let's go through some of your comments here. Let's see something here. What we got over here? Y'all can't see them, y'all, but I can see them. I'm just gonna read them off, okay? Freedom Thomas says, why she didn't show the white man that's doing all of this for her? Well, she's just lying. You know, most of the time Eve be on her just what? Just making up shit just to, you know, just to use to try to catch her a simp or something. Cause she's lying. Yeah. Justin say she's lying. I say she's lying too. She's just lying. Ain't no white man. Come on, man. Anyway, Jamie Noodleless says to Freedom Thomas, cause at the end of the day, it's no one's business. Okay, that part, I bet he old as AF. Cause they look like what? Like Dan Connor from the what? Roseanne show. Next to the Anita Walker says she didn't have to. She didn't have to what? It don't matter. Bodalicious Bobby. What kind of name that for a man? Let me see if this is a dude. His name is Bodacious. I'm sorry, Bodacious Bobby. Ooh, y'all these names, y'all. That was a pump and dump. That white man went back to what? Back to his white wife. Anissa says, why show the whole world who doing for you, so other women can try to hit him up to hell? No, I mean, how they gonna hit her up? She ain't put no name. Just say this. This is true what she's saying, right? She didn't put no name up there. She didn't do none of that. All she did was what? All she did was read off some BS. Come on, man. Jimmy says they don't want them either. She's lying. Yeah, nobody want. No, y'all the least desirable. Y'all the least desirable. Cause you can't close your mouth. You lie. You very, 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 very promiscuous. Dennis says, speaking as a white man. Oh, it's a white man here comment. Speaking as a white man. I'm gonna say so-called white man, so-called black. Y'all know what it is. So, speaking as a white man, myself, we ain't all like that. And it sounds to me like she ain't talking about black man versus the white man. She's talking about all men versus simps. Exactly. Damn, y'all. Let's get a white brother a hand, y'all. Let's get a white brother a hand, y'all. Get a white brother a hand, y'all. Let's see what the responses if he applies to his. Johnny said, thank you, sir. Clarence said, you got it. It's not about race. It's about character or lack of thereof. Justin says, fact if she ain't on the same kind of time, I don't. Man, some of y'all didn't know how to write, man. Good God, man. You got to look at this when you text something. Even when you text it on the phone, man, you got to proofread what you're seeing, man. You just can't just, unless you're driving or something. I understand if you're driving, but if you ain't driving, man, you got to proofread your stuff sometime, man. Some of y'all, ooh, my goodness. Dennis O'Leary says, simp as if being a man who spoils and appreciates is a bad thing to make your shortcomings look better. This ain't even about money. That simp world is just absolutely ridiculous. And y'all only use it to what? To humiliate other men. Who click on this here? Other men, so they will what? Drop down to what? To your embarrassing, I don't do anything for my woman ass. I guess y'all heard that. He don't do shit for his woman. He say, let me say, Gregory Sims say, speak my white bro, speak. Making shit up. Yeah, you fly for a white guy. Hello. This is a response to the white brother. Okay. Javon, I want to see a woman's response here. No, you ain't gonna see it. Oh, so let me make it what? A snow bunny versus a black girl video. Yeah, exactly. It's just like even now when I make video, when I make video on, because you know, everybody can make content off y'all every hour because y'all stay on the internet talking shit, and y'all expect for, especially during these times 2025 when brother got, you know there was shit decades that when brother was they not even on the computer, on none of these sites when y'all was wide open with y'all information on these sites before brother even thought about it. Now that men are what that are on these sites, guess what? Now y'all what? You ought to be getting what? You're getting that feedback, which is negativity from what? For your wicked behavior. Tyrese says, my white homeboy just said, shit, I ain't doing none of that. Javon, man, you funny. All these names, man. Y'all need to name y'all children, man. Good God. Detravian Ellis. Good God Almighty, that's a dude. I ain't gonna cap. Go on over there with my boy Seth, cause I ain't tricking for your what? For your attention. All I heard her say was, I'm on sale. For real. Ass selling. That's all they doing. You know, the day we coming in now, you know, men are worried about what? Worried about, well, most men that live by themselves, they don't have these problems. They're not complaining. Men are not online. You got a few here now, you know, a few of them do boys that y'all be fooling around with, you know, old pants sagging, you know, that love coming over late night. Because he ain't got nowhere to lay his head, and mama put him out. So, you know, y'all love taking them in and beating your back out, and then what happens in the progress? He gone on by his business, and then now you want to say all men ain't no good. Mark Dixon say, you go to work, right? So you are worth like, what, $15 an hour? Does that mean you are on what, clearance? No, right? Because you are being paid for your time, energy, and service. You as a worker are what needed. You are in demand. If a man wants women, oh Lord, is a long one here, y'all. If a man wants a woman's attention, body, energy, and etc., what are you giving to what to her? You expect free kitty? Even here goes simp, y'all. Here goes simp. Even animals require money to be what? Cared for. Cows, horses, chickens. Man, I tell you. Ooh, Lord, man. Boy, I bet he, even women cater. This shit is long as hell. I'm not reading all this here, y'all. I'm not reading all. Let me go in the middle right here. Women ain't like men. They can become absent from sex for years. You's a damn lie. You's a damn lie. Man, you better ask somebody about a woman's prison versus a man's prison. Man, this dude here man. See? Whew, Lord. But he, you know, some of these jakes be doing this here, man, just to, they know women gonna fall for it, and they gonna be all over, and then they be what? They just use them, then they be ending up talking about them. Some of these jakes be putting up some bullshit, man, so they can get likes or whatever, or even get a few women. And just tell them what they want to hear. All you gotta do is tell E what she want to hear, man. You tell any so-called black woman, just about any woman for real, but E, tell her what she want to hear, you can lay down with her. It's that simple. It ain't hard. Remember, more and more women are becoming educated and wealthy. Man, please. of all, I'm not reading no more of this shit. I'm done with this. Ooh, Lord, I need to put a bitter taste in my mouth. Ooh, Dumb and Dumber. Let's go back over here to this. I ain't never read none of her things. I think that was the end of it. I think the brother coming up, analogy was coming up. But let's hear her one more time. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit no more. Let's get some more. Let me see some. She got any, oh, they got comments down here on her. I think they got 10. She doesn't value your relationship to keep talking to the ex. She's trying to keep her options open. That's exactly what she's doing. That's the first chick. She's not trying to keep open. They open. That dude's still smashing her. And I guarantee you he's smashing her more than her so-called man is. Oh boy, I said that part. Then Dark Chocolate says, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, Dark Chocolate. Man, the time even listening to her try to rationalize her nonsense was too generous. You ain't lying. Exactly, man. Why are you even doing all that, making up all that fuss? That car should have been in drive to drop her off way earlier. Now, I'll put her ass out right there. Okay, tell him to come pick you up since he worried about you. That's what I told her. And put her ass out right there. That's right. She said they worried about each other. Okay, D-Tag says sound like she only with the dude to make her ex jealous. Exactly. Which is why she didn't fight for the relationship. You ain't the one, bro. Tell them again, brother. Laughing emoji. Her ex can pick her up. Exactly. Didn't I just say that? Her ex can pick her ass up, right? Get out. Why even try? That's it, y'all. Let's go into some of these precepts. Let me see if I get through them a little quicker. Where I want to go. Let's do some wise sayings, y'all. Let's go in Proverbs. Proverbs 13 and verse 16. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. That's all she was doing. When she was trying to explain her side of the story, the reason that she's want to continue with this guy because this is my ex, nothing she said was rational. Nothing she said made sense because she's what? She's sounding just like a child. Y'all are children, man. She have been, when the Most High say she have been deprived of wisdom, you all have definitely been deprived of wisdom, man. Proverbs 14 and verse 3. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride. Pride, who got more pride than Eve? Esau, Edom, they are what? Running neck and neck. But the lips of the wise shall what? Shall preserve them. Why even entangle yourself with what? With those words when you know she just lying. She is lying. 18 in verse 2. Proverbs 18 and 2. A fool has no delight in understanding, but that his heart may what? May discover itself. Self-explanatory. Drop down to verse 6. Person wicked to overthrow the benches of a judge. No. Verse 6. A fool's lips into intention, and his mouth calling for scropes. Yeah, you know, Eve, when she getting found out and Jake say something, you know, because a lot of these dudes they don't take the time to tell these chicks, you know, that's why most women think they smarter than men, because a lot of men will give you what? No response, because he already got in the back of his mind what he gonna do. He already got in the back of his mind what he gonna do. He ain't gonna argue with you, you know. And then from time to time he might knock you off, or he might just even cut you off. Y'all got to understand. Don't y'all know that there's more women here on earth, especially you sisters? There's more women than y'all outnumber us by what, 15, 20 to 1? You know, y'all been playing on the social media so long, man. Y'all don't know what the hell going on. A fool lift into contentions, and his mouth calling for what? For strokes. You know what? A lot of these need their ass whooped for real. A fool's mouth is his what? Destruction, and his lips are the snares of his soul. Let's go back to I think I'm 20. I know it went on 20. Proverbs 13. I read. Let's read 20. Yeah. A good man leaveth. No. 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Huh? Does not Eve have a bunch of companions? Whether she's on social media or whether she in the neighborhood, they're what? They are a bunch of. They are a companion of what? Of fools, and they all what? It's nothing but doing nothing but what? But destroying their lives, one another. And what you all don't know, man, a lot of these women be laying down and playing with each other all the time. All the time. You know, how you don't come over your friend's house and be over your friend's house 2 days? Y'all been over there playing girl talk or whatever, and you come home tired, then he want to do something, then you don't want to do nothing. She been tricking with her friend, dittos and all kind of stuff. Loose. Loose. When I say loose, loose. Ecclesiastes, some wise sayings in Ecclesiastes too, which is let's go to 10. I think that's 10 in verse. Let's use 10 and 11. We can compare this here. Surely the serpent will bite with what? Without enchantments. Right? Meaning he don't have to what? He don't have to charm you to bite you. And you know that's Eve. Eve be, you know, Eve is she don't have no shame in whatever she do. Right? So, you know, her intentions is already put forth of what she's going to do anyway. Because why? Because she's bold in her what? In her wickedness. She's very bold in her wickedness. And a babbler is what? Is no better. Meaning her actions are what? Are evil. She's harmful. She even harmful to what? To herself. So you got to watch that woman, man. When you got a woman like that, speaking in that manner, she's like a good example. Like the woman a few days ago had her 2 kids, jumped in the car because she's stealing, jumped in the car and what? And had an accident and killed both her kids. Both of them gone. She's what? She's harmful what? To herself. So you have to watch her. So she'll, you know, women react off of emotions and feelings. And when they react, they do something, they can do something real treacherous. I mean, you ever seen this women just what? Just take a vehicle and try to just try to run over a man. How many times you have seen that? And you thinking nothing ain't wrong with them fools? Yeah. But I never try me like that. Anyway, the words of a wise man's mouth are gracious, meaning merciful, but the lips of a fool will swallow up himself. Just like I said earlier, she's harmful to herself. She's harmful to herself as well as others. So how can you trust somebody like this here, man? You know, and one thing about it, if you doing something, you know, Jake could be hustling or something. That woman with what? And she dealing with 9 times out of 10, the type of woman she is, she dealing with some old street dude. You know, find out what's going on and then tell him just to try to get back into his good graces to what? To have him what? Robbed and deleted. The beginning of the words of his mouth, her mouth, is what? Foolishness. Meaning what? It's nothing but total confusion. Nothing but confusion coming out of her mouth because she's what? She thinking she's wiser and smarter than what? than the average man. And the end of what his talk is what is mischievous. Meaning it's just full of nothing but darkness and madness. Mischievous madness, meaning darkness. A fool also is full of words. A man cannot tell what shall be, and what shall be after him. Who can tell him? Her intentions and what she's doing, she's so confused. She's up and down. She's back and forth. You're not gonna figure. You can't. I mean, he talking about some red flag, nigga. That's more than a red boy. That's a red flag. Somebody stand out there waving. That's 30 foot long, and you can't see that. You can't see that. Which there's Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, 27 verse 11. The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom, and most men, right? Not saying men. Most men are godly. Most men use what? Basic logic. In dealing with whatever subject it is, they use what? They use logic. This is why they are considered to be what? They are. There are wiser men. Most men, the average man, 99% of men are wiser than what? Than a woman could ever be, especially Eve. The discourse of a godly man is what is always with wisdom. But a fool changes as the moon. She's up and down. She don't know what she want to do. She don't know she want an ex. She don't know she want him. She don't know what she want to do. What that is, Proverbs 13:20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. You can see the darkness. That woman, that girl, that countenance right there is real dark. You can see it. And she don't give a damn about that nigga there. I don't know how he called her his woman. Man, these tramps, I tell you. Let me see something. Let's see, where I want to go. 20, Ecclesiasticus 20 in verse 5. No. Let me say this here, man. A lot of men are always holding that shit in, right? Allowing these demons to think that they are actually smarter than men. But when in fact, most men just what? They just let them do. They just do them, right? When I say do them, they just do what? They just allow the women to think that they're smarter than them and just quiet. When you see women, some women be talking about some girl. You got you a good man. You got you a good man. But guess what? That man just what? A lot of times, sometimes Jake just be a all-out simp. He'll work himself to death. Ain't laid down with a woman in 2 months. And she thinking that, she's hanging out with her friends and he working 12-hour, 15-hour shift. He too tired to even think about even laying down with a woman. Who got a wife and don't lay down with her in 60 days? You got a lot of men doing that. Allowing them women to what? To treat them like that. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 20 and verse 5. There is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another by much babbling becometh what? Hateful. Don't that sound like Eve? Very hateful, and always babbling and running her mouth, and thinking that she's what? That she's wiser than what? Because the man chose to what? To keep silence. And what? And not what? Argue back and forth with this fool. Some men holdeth his tongue because he has not to answer. And some keepeth silence knowing his time. This goes, in when a brother teaching or whatever. And concerning, the scriptures, but I'm using in the verse in the version of Eve, and comparing it to what? To men being what? Men being able to what? Some men what? Hold up his tongue because he has what? Not to answer. Why? Because a lot of the things, the foolishness that women talk out of their mouth, they don't require a response. Because it's too ignorant to respond to. She thinking that she's what? That she's wise in what in the dumbness that she's talking about. A wise man will hold his tongue, no, and some keep silence, knowing his time. Huh? Knowing his time. Even don't respond. Just you know what you're gonna do. Just what? Vamp. Disappear. Right? A wise man will hold up his tongue till he see what opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. He that useth many words shall be what? Abhorred, meaning hated. Extremely, or what? We just use a word like dislike. You know, once you try to what give Eve correction on some dumb shit she said out her mouth, she get upset. Why do she get upset? Because you just actually just checked her. They hate to be checked in what? In their foolishness, in their folly. He that useth many words shall be abhorred, and he that taketh to himself authority therein shall what? Shall be hated. Don't they hate you when you give them correction? Yes, they hate you. There is a sinner that has good success in what? In evil things. Eve thinking because a man doesn't say anything, and she jumping from man to man. You know, men talk. Some men talk, but a lot of men don't talk. Right? And they be knowing what's going on. Right? And then most of the time, actually like most of the time, they come up wanting somebody being bought somebody or something. Most of the time, it's a woman bringing it to Eve. Bringing it to the man. Bringing the one of these jakes, man. Because why? Because your womb, man, you can't lay down with all these different men, man, and not catch something. Can't do it. And if it's a man gave it to a woman, then guess what? He got it from another woman. It's that simple. There's a sinner that has good success in evil things, and there is a gain that turneth to loss. Because in the end, you're going to lose. Because you're going to mess around and catch something that you can't what? Because you can't get rid of. Now, real quick, let's go to Ecclesiasticus, which is 25 and verse 16. I had rather dwell. Y'all know this from him. Right? Y'all, we preach different enough. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. So why would you want to be with somebody like this here? When clearly she's being what? She's being disrespectful and don't give a damn about what you think or say. Right? I had rather dwell with a lion, a dragon, than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darken her countenance like sackcloth. Verse 26, I'm going to close this out. If she go not as thou wouldst have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. Hey, in these times, this is a great precept to what? To use to what? Because in these times, man, these women here are not worth trying to hold on to, right? If she don't do what you tell her to do, cut her off from your flesh, man. Meaning, stop sleeping with her, stop laying down with her, don't do nothing with her, leave her alone, huh? Leave her alone. Let another sucker fall for what? Fall for her wickedness. But don't you be the one that what? To be the simp in such matters. So that knows they call her Law Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kudash, Shalom.